everyone. Today I'm read the kid level book P. It's called The Bird's Nest, written by Jessica Melody, illustrated by Gar Intomo. Focus question: what is the importance of bird nest in this story? Do you know of this word to know? We have Anson, Arabic, baklava, pistachios, refugees, Syria. And now let's read. Rimma is bored with Saturday cartoons, so she gets up and walks into the kitchen. The counter is covered with baking sheets, a sack of sugar pistachios. This is my new word. We're going to bake today? Rima asks. After a week at school learning English, it feels good to speak Arabic, the new word. Tomorrow there will be a bake sale, Rima's mother explains. Bake sale? Rima asks. What's that? We're refugees. Is this new word. We'll bake our favorite sweets from home. Her mother says Americans will come to buy them. This time last year, when Rima was 8, home was a tent among many other tents. The year before, the home was a slide off the road, a storm-tossed boat, a stranger's basement. It was wherever they happened to lay their heads at night. When Rima was sick, thought home was a house in the country of Syria. The new word. Home had a big window in the kitchen where the black and white tail birds came to roost. It has a carpet in the living room that smelled of honey and flour. It had a bedroom with a perfect view of the moon. Now they live in an apartment in America, and her mother speaks in a hushed voice. Whenever she mentioned Syria, war came to Syria long before they left, and it's only cutting words. They are never going back. There is nowhere to go back to. This question is about what is a refugee. A refugee is a person who is forced to leave his or her country to seek safety in another country. The terms come from the word refuge, which means a safe place. The very things that refugees are in search of. Refugees usually leave behind their family and friends, as well as their home. In the case of Rima and her mother, they left Syria because of war. Since 2011, millions of Syrian families have fled their country and become refugees all over the world. And now this is Syria. Look at the picture. Her mother opens the refrigerator and pulls out a box of duck noodle. Rima grabs some pistachios and began to chop them. They hung, bake together in forever, and they are making birds' nest baklava. When they are done, The pistachios would sit inside the dirt, just like little eggs in the nest. Rima began to hum old songs she loved from home. The next day, the big seems is grand and noisy. Everywhere Rima turns, she sees the sweets of her childhood. And beyond them, a long line of families waiting. What if the Americans don't like Syrian baking? They ooh and ah, laughed, pointing at the trains. What are these called? They asked in English before trying to repeat and food name in Arabic. Grandma thinks it's fun to teach someone else a new language for a change. Delicious, they say, one by one, after biting into the baklava, and Rima blushed with pride. Rima and her mother returned the next week, and the next there's bird's nest. Baklava is the start of a big sale. Rima thinks people can taste the joy that she and her mother share in the kitchen. Young and peace after 3 years living as refugees, never settled or saved enough to bake together. One week, a boy named Andy from Rima's school stopped by her table with his family. At my house in Syria, birds built nests just like this outside of kitchen window, Rima tells him. When Andy hands her $3 bills, Rima says, "It's normal." "Sorry," she asks, blushing. "You lost much. Is how we say thank you in Syria?" "Yulama." "Then," says Andy, laughing, her baklava will grin. Rima and Andy don't talk at school. He plays during recess with the other boys, and Rima spends half the day learning less, but every weekend, Andy and his family returned to the big sale. Each time, Andy asked Rima how to say something new in Arabic. "Hello, goodbye, welcome." Rima says the words clearly and slowly, and his accent is awful, but she knows not to tease. Rima doesn't like it when the kids at school teach her about her English. One day, Rima tells Andy about how, when she was little, she would pick pistachios straight from her grandparents' tree. "You must miss it there," Andy says, and suddenly Rima's eyes filled with tears. "It's home," she shook her head. Andy just smiled up, a kind smile, Rima thinks. Afterward, as they packed up, Rima's mother says, "Who is that boy who always talked to you? A friend?" No, Rima mumbles. "Just a boy from school." That week, during recess, Rima is reading on a bench when Andy taps her on the shoulder. "I want to show you something," he says. He points to the woods behind the school, and the two walk towards them together. "Look," Andy says, and points again. Rima gasped. There in some blackberry brambles in a bird's nest. The two of them looked more closely inside the nest with four perfect eggs. Wow, Rima breathed. Any nuts? They're really to look just like your baklava, he whispered. I wonder if these I'll leave close to home once a hat, Rima says, or fly for away to somewhere new. Andy puffed his hand in his pocket. Rima, he says softly, I know you're sad to have left your first home behind, but I want you to know that here in your new home, you are my Sadie. He looked at her. Do you guys say that right, Sadie? Rima grins. Of course. She tells him his Arabic sounds as awful as ever, but means the words with all her heart. There's no wrong way to say friends. Here we have an glossary. Glossary is about we have an ancient Arabic, baklava, pistachio, refugees, and Syria. How about a style of pronunciation or way of speaking of language? Very good. How about Arabic? The language originally of the Arab people, now widely spoke in the Middle East and Northern America. It's good too. How about a baklava, a Middle Eastern dessert made of thin pasteurized dough, honey, and nuts? I think it's good. How about a pistachios, a post green nurse? I think so. This is about people who feel worried, hunger, bad treatment of nature, disaster, often with no definite place to go. It's good too. How about Syria? A country in the Middle East that is on the eastern edge of the Mediterranean Sea. Good, it's good. Connection of the bird's nest. Write a recipe for a favorite food dish in your family. Social study. Make a map of Syria. Include mayor, cities, landmarks, river, and the country that border it. The end of the book is very wonderful.